Floyd on next week's show, but now it's time to find out whether Martin will be facing food heaven or food hell. Everybody here has made their minds up. Food heaven would be, of course, this fantastic brown crab.
That's a big old geezer.
Yeah,
well,
it's a big old geezer there. So it's basically nice. You can steam these or boil them. It depends what you want to do, but packed full of meat and lovely white meat as well as dark meat. Alternatively, you could be having a big pile of beef there and a big... serious about it. A beef hot pot, because I know that you like the old idea of the British hot pot.
I don't mind it.
Yeah?
Nice and warming, and when it's colder.
But it's basically that's stewed with some onions and topped off with potatoes, with red wine, served with cabbage.
That's just what we need, something warming in this studio, isn't it?
It is, isn't it, really?
Just to heat, warm the cockles.
Exactly. So it was too warm for people at home with the oven. What do you think these lot have decided?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the crab.
Well,
because crab is kind of something that everybody fancies, but doesn't really know what to do with.
Well, we had hell last week. And we've got heaven this week.
Hey.
6-1, there you go. So lose that beef out of the way. It's a bit like Bullseye, this. That's what you could have won, but you don't remember Bullseye. See, I feel like it's a nostalgia show today, you see. You know, I've learnt that you're a goth, you see.
Yeah, you're a breakdancer.
Mate, I was a breakdancer. I looked like N-dubs before N-dubs. Yeah. Tell you.
But crab is kind of nostalgic as well, isn't it?
It is, exactly. Good link back into food there.
No, but it is. I always remember that for me it was Sunday evenings was a trip down to Tubby Isaac's stall and picking up the cockles and the mussels and the crab.
It's lovely, yeah. I mean, I think this is
one of the winkles.
One of the best foods. But you're going to show how to prep that, Adam. I'm putting it over that way.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Everywhere.
Break it down. Just take the big claws off like that.
Yeah.
Take these.
This is the thing that always puts me off about crab at work.
Yeah, it's not that much. Not when you not when you employ people.
Yeah.
and then just put your thumbs underneath, push up like that, and that drops the body out. You want to get rid of these, which is the dead man's feet.
Yeah, right. This is the poisonous bit, isn't it?
They're not poisonous, but they just make you ill, don't they?
But you can't eat it, can you?
No, you can't eat those.
They're not poisonous. I don't know. Yeah, they're not poisonous, but they make you ill.
Well, if it makes you ill, you know. Well, I suppose it's not as bad as it's not as bad as the omelettes, right?
No, that's true. Yeah.
No, exactly that. You're a lot iller. And just scrape that out. That's your brown crab in there. So you know when you get a brown crab salad, or which I really like actually.
Well, I like mixing the two together, the white and the brown.
My wife makes a lovely one with the spaghetti with the brown and white mixed together. It's beautiful. And then for what James wants to do, is just knock the shell.
Do that with a cloth. Because I ended up in A&E the last time I did this on this show.
It's all right, James.
On the show?
No, in rehearsal I did that, and he got back and then took my thumb off. So pressed down with.
You made a different stuff up north, James.
Yes,
that's what it is. So pop that out, and I'll show you how to get it out of the. That's our rubbish, and that's our shell we're going to serve it in.
Yeah.
To get the meat out of here, I separate it into rather a lot of bowls, but just break it like that. Knock it there.
Right, turn our attention from the Adam Byatt show over here.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of shallot in here and some butter. Sweating this down, and I'm going to add some mustard. This is the sauce to go with it, so just a little bit of mustard. You don't colour the onions. Touch your mustard in there. And then what we're going to add is some brandy. Flambe the brandy. You see it? Ooh. Like that. That's it. Meanwhile, you can turn your attention back over to the crab. Adam.
There we go. So
I was in Australia recently and I had a big old king crab. Oh, a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, they're like this size.
Thing,
so they're big, bigger and better, James.
One of the best bits of crab.
Crabs like that.
They're beautiful. We do get king crab over here as well. We get it over here, but it comes in frozen on me. It's lovely.
Yeah, you can't get it fresh over here, can you?
No, it's better in Australia.
Yeah. You just need to...
No, it isn't.
Separate these two here. You just want to hit it on the back of a knife or a mallet, whatever. Just hit it there, and it will separate the two, like that.
Yeah, so I've done some parmesan breadcrumbs there.
So that's parmesan and breadcrumbs we've got in there. A nice little salad dressing as well you could do as well, please. Yep. This I've got the cream and the stock in there reducing down, ready for my crab meat, which is not far off.
And this is a cock crab, James, as opposed to a hen.
Yeah.
It just has a lesser... I can't show you now because it's...
How'd you tell?
Underneath.
No, you don't have to.
No, that's all right. This bit has a lot more of the those little spikes on the outside, and it's more protrude. On
and you get more meat
female, no, less density of meat in a hen, and more, and the males just carry more meat. Yeah. So always plump for the male if you can.
Yeah.
When you buy that pasteurised crab, generally that's hen.
Yeah. OK.
This is a little bit of pickle. We've got some
taste like crab,
rice wine vinegar, sugar, and salt. And literally, Carlos earlier, we were going about a little pickle to go with salad.
It's a very Asian way to pickle, isn't it?
It is. I'm about to put beef dripping in it, though, in a minute. No, then you just basically just take that and then pour it over the top of your...
oh, great.
Onions, and that's it. Just leave it. That's it. That's that one done. The dressing you're making.
Yep.
Crab, you're using the... You can actually use the shells as well. Make great soup, don't they, Adam?
And oil.
Yeah.
Make a lovely oil, lovely soup. We always make a lovely biscuit out of these. Just boil them with some water and the things you like, vegetables and spices and stuff, and then just pick the meat down off of the shell. And to cook this, I just chuck them straight into boiling water with veg in it. Take it off the heat and let it go cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. They're really simple to cook. So.
Okay.
Right, we've got our crab meat.
Lettuce.
Nearly there, boss.
And cooking time for crab, how long would you take? Would you do it by pound?
Well, just saying, I boil the water with some loads of salt in it, so it tastes like the sea. Loads of vegetables. Drop the crab in, lid on, take it off the heat. That's it. Let it go cold.
You don't usually find a crab that's not been cooked already, do you?
No, it's quite hard to find. You have to pre-order that from your fishmonger. Yeah.
But is this dish fine with cooked crab?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But I don't tend to use the pasteurised sort of stuff as well.
No,
it just doesn't taste.
It doesn't taste like crab.
No, fresh.
I'm not sure what it is.
No.
Fresh white crab meat is
it's to die for.
One to go for. Reduce the sauce down. Anyway, you keep those. You can actually roast those up, like you said. Make great oil with that. We've done it on the show before.
Yeah.
You seem to know a lot about cooking. Do you cook a lot?
I do a lot, yeah, but you know, everything we cook at home is on the barbecue.
Right, yeah.
There's a barbecue outside the back door, which we use all year. All year.
Yeah.
Even when it's pouring down the rain, there's a broilie over the top. And we get out and everything from chips, from chicken, anything we want to eat is done on barbecue.
I do that as well. It doesn't matter how cold it is. You just run outside.
Yeah, it's right outside the back door, and it's more like, it's not like we're going to have a barbecue tonight, it's just it's a utensil.
And it doesn't make the house smell.
You know, if we cook fish or if we cook meat, lamb, the smell isn't there the day after when you wake up in the morning and go down for a cup of tea.
Yeah. See, that's another great Australian invention, the barbecue.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, well, I can try.
You reckon you invented the barbecue, do you?
Yeah, and cricket.
The only thing good to come out of Australia is Kylie Minogue. Good point. There. And, of course, Bill Granger.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
You invented the barbecue. Right.
But we do. We use it a lot. We practice it every day I'm out there or someone's out there using it. It just takes away all the fat.
Healthy as well, yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Right. So, basically, you've got the crab over here, the sauce. I've added the crab meat to the sauce. The sauce has got that mustard. It's got, you know, a bit like sort of a thermidor-y sort of sauce. But the idea being, it's got this liquid to it.
But there's no flour in there, or
no. No flour. And then you've got your crumbs, which is your parmesan and your breadcrumbs, like that. And then
that's quite a 70s way of presentation, isn't it?
I said that.
No, it is.
It's
retro. It is. Yeah. It's very
70s.
retro.
Yeah, it's really retro.
I wasn't eating stuff like this. I was too busy on my Pac-Man.
Or breakdancing.
With a pot noodle.
Hey, mate, talking of 70s, I'm going to a fancy dress tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm going as a stormtrooper. I'm actually, if you see me on the M40, I'm on a motorbike.
Star Wars party.
I'm on a motorbike and I'm dressed as a stormtrooper. It's gonna cause accidents.
You're a bit Chewbacca this morning.
I'm gonna be the breakdancing stormtrooper. Right. Is that it?
There we go.
Is that all you've done after about 8 minutes?
Okay.
That's it.
Go on, a bit of lettuce.
Bit of lettuce.
A bit more lettuce.
You're not into that low-fat oil stuff. Get some flavour
Okay,
in
do
there.
a proper British portion.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Then we've got some onions, of course. These are the little pickled onions. See, those have gone soft. There you go. Try one.
You know, we're big salad fans at home, and we're always looking for a new way to present a salad, you know, make it interesting. That sounds good. The onion sounds great.
That's what you can do with the beetroot. Nice and simple.
When you make your dressing, just one-third oil. 1/3 vinegar to 2/3 oil.
There you go.
Add a bit of mustard and whatnot.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, when I had this Saturday job in a greengrocer's, and it was my job to cook the beetroots every morning.
Oh, really? How did you used to cook them there?
In a big old boiler.
Yeah. Did you peel them first? Or
No. It just boiled. But the smell really takes me back to when I was a kid. Whenever I smell a beetroot, it was my job. I was red.
I was going to say your hands get
I think that's what we ought to do from now on. We're going to do a nostalgia show. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
And you've got to come as a goth next time.
If you break down.
Yeah, I'll come dressed as N-dubs. No worry. No. Shave half my head. Like that. Where is it? Like that. There you go. Right. And then we've got a little pile of this. There you go. Nice, simple, really easy.
This is lovely, the crunchy salad with this.
Yeah, and to go with it. Nice little bite like that. And it's a perfect dish for a premiere. If we get invited to it for your new film.
Good call. You're all invited. Yeah. October the 17th, and if it's not in a cinema near you, ask why.
Yeah, exactly. There's your nose and forks. It's called Stalker, yeah?
Yeah, it's called Stalker. Jane March, Anna Brecken, Colin Salmon. It's really an old-fashioned kind of gothic horror, which is different. It's not kind of how many ways can you murder someone, you know, within 5 minutes. It's a real story. It's a really great piece of acting. So
sounds good.
Low-budget British movie.
Have a dive into that.
I will.
Dive into that. Girls, do you want to bring over the glasses, please? Now, to go with this, Susie has chosen a Suave Classico.
Very nice. Very suave.
Cantina di Nagra. There you go. 2010 from Majestic Wines, priced at £6.49. Good. Some great wines on today. What do you think?
Really nice. Do you want to try, ladies?
Girls, you've got to dive into that. You've got to try this. Go on.
Have a try.
Well, you normally stand there, but go on, dive into that.
James, that's great.
It really is lovely.
I'm surprised, Bill.
Well, it's not like, you know, when you normally get those sauces that are heavy and floury. That's really light.
Yeah,
you get all the heavy, floury stuff in Oz, you see.
No, I thought it was going to be far more kind of cheesy, you know, but it's not. It's just right. It's
the crab's really predominant, isn't it?
There you go. Nice glass of wine. And best of luck with your film.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck with your second restaurant. And best of luck with your first restaurant.
I know.
And best of luck going back to Australia. Where are you going?
Oh,
you can come back over here.
Cheers.
Where you go wandering off to? There you go. Have a glass.
thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Perfect end to a perfect show.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Well, that's all for today on Saturday Kitchen. Thanks to Adam Byatt, Bill Granger and Martin Kemp. Cheers to Susie Atkins for the wine choices. And today's chef's table guests, Leslie and Amanda. Remember, all today's studio recipes are as always on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. And we'll see you at the same time next week, 10 o'clock. Bye for now. I'll show you. I'll prove you wrong.
Rachel Allen's home cooking next on BBC One, a creamy fish pie.
Surf and turf, sweet and sour.
Once you understand what goes with what, you can have so much more confidence in your cooking. Wow. They're simple principles that just work.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Nigel Slater's Simple Cooking, Friday at 7:30 on BBC One and BBC One HD.
Can you see them? The fades are coming. It's inevitable.
What makes a house home to a queen?
They do have to be dusted, so we have this cunning device.
And is each book really a book?
They were all specially bound for the doll's house.
Join Fiona Bruce for a private view of the Queen's palaces. Continues with Windsor Castle, Monday at 9 on BBC One, and catch up on BBC iPlayer.
And today's chef's table guests, Leslie and Amanda. Remember, all today's studio recipes are as always on our website. Go to bbc.co.uk/Saturday Kitchen. And we'll see you at the same time next week, 10 o'clock. Bye for now. I'll show you. I'll prove you wrong.